Both the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers have clinched their playoff spot here, and the 49ers have even clinched home field advantage throughout the entire NFC playoffs. So, Ryan and I, we're going to break down this game here and give our predictions. But before we do that, like and subscribe to the Tracy Take. We have a bunch of offseason content coming out, including a bunch of pre-draft content over these next couple months. So, like, subscribe. And, Ryan, let's get into this game here. So, as this recording, we're recording this, I think it's for New Year's night on Monday, January 1st. So as of now, all I know of is that McCaffrey will not be playing. But other than that, though, I think that's going to be something to monitor all week: is who gets rested, who doesn't. If I'm the Niners, I'm like, this is a Sam Darnold game. It's
for
like
sure.
Brock Purdy's not playing. Trent Williams, you're resting up. Debo Samuel, George Kittle, Ayuk as well. I don't see why you would play those guys. Only thing I could think of is if you maybe play a quarter, just because you know you're going to have a week off in between. So you don't want them like to rest for 2 weeks. They maybe get out of rhythm. Actually, that's a big thing. You want them to rest for as long as possible, as long as you stay in the same rhythm. So
Yeah.
I throw it over to you. What's your overall kind of thoughts on this game? Do you think the Rams? I mean, the only thing they're really playing for is to maintain the 6th seed, but that's either going to be playing against the NFC East division winner or the Lions. And if I'm honest, I kind of like if I'm the Rams, I kind of like that matchup either way because with how
Yeah.
explosive this offense could be. What do you think the Rams do in this situation? Do you think that they also rest their players as well and like just like screw it, we're in the playoffs? It doesn't matter who we go up against.
Um, it'll be interesting because I think they still want to win. Being 10-7, guaranteeing yourself the 6th seed, I think is better than kind of, I don't want to say taking a week off. But with that being said, they are a little bit older. Cooper Kupp's 32, Matthew Stafford's 36. Like some of their offensive weapons are, and Aaron Donald is in his, I think, mid-30s now as well. And so do you
Yeah.
just kind of take those guys out of the equation and uh, try to do what's best for the team in the long run? Because they have clinched a playoff spot, so it's not like if they lose, they're really like
Mm-hmm.
done. So uh, it'll be interesting. For sure, I think the trend this week for the 49ers, Christian McCaffrey's already been ruled out. I think Debo Samuel will probably be ruled out by the end of the week. I think George Kittle, Brock Purdy, both of those guys will be ruled out as well. Uh, Trent Williams also, he's had a rough year. He had missed a couple games with injuries. I think it's just going to be kind of one of those games. This I don't want to say is going to be a preseason game because that would be a little excessive, but uh, there's really going to be a lot of names I think people have not heard of or talked about consistently throughout the season
Yeah.
being played in this one.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be a pretty postseason game.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah, and I'm curious too because the intriguing part to me is just going to be what do the Rams do and who they would match up well against. So, like, let's say hypothetically the Cowboys and the Lions are the 2 and 3 seed and in that order, thanks to Brett Allen and the referees. But if they do that, then I would rather go up against I would say the Lions team just because I think that if there has been a weakness of this Lions team lately, it has been one turnovers, but also two. I would say just some secondary help. They have been a little bit injured in the secondary, so I think you can maybe exploit that with Cooper Kupp and also Puka Nacua. Also, as well, and just not realizing it, it'd be fun for Matt Stafford to have to go back to Detroit as well and play a playoff game there. And so, which I don't think he ever did. I don't think he ever played a playoff game in Detroit. Yeah, no, because they haven't
they
won
only
it.
made the playoffs like one time and they were a wild card.
Yeah, and the last time they won the division was in '93, and so yeah, so that I think that would actually be really cool. So I say that I want that to happen. So whatever the Rams do for them to get to Detroit, I think that would be phenomenal here. That would be the prime time Sunday night prime time game. I would think Matt Stafford returning to Detroit. That'll be very fun. It'll be like a thanks for everything, Matt. Now screw you. We want you to
Yeah.
lose. You got your Super Bowl. We want ours.
Yeah, exactly. And so that to me, like, this is just going to be a really interesting matchup because you really have no idea like who's even going to be active in this one. Because if the Rams come out and they really want to win this game, I mean, they could put Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald out there, and play against Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold, and Ronnie Bell, and all those guys. So it's going to be interesting. But let's go ahead and get into our predictions here. Before we do that, if you guys have not already, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Tyler and I were trying to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of the postseason. So if you could help us do that, that would be very much appreciated. Tyler, I'm going to throw this one over to you first. Who do you have coming out ahead?
So I'm going to go with the Rams here. I do feel that they're going to want to win this game, continue on the high note as well, while I think the Niners it's going to be backup city. And also then, too, if they win that game, Cowboys are also playing the Commanders, and they need to win that game to lock up the NFC East. If they do that, that means the Lions are for sure the 3 seed, and that would mean if the Rams win, guaranteed the 6 seed, they'd be flying up to Detroit, and I really want to see that matchup as well. So I'm going to go with the Rams winning in this one.
Yeah, I'm going with the Rams as well. I do think the Rams are going to want to stay in more of a rhythm, whereas the 49ers, they're going to be, like you said, backup city. Sam Darnold's going to be probably starting this game for them. And if not, Brock Purdy is going to play very minimal snaps. Whereas I feel like the Rams will probably leave Puka Nacua in, leave Matt Stafford in, and maybe manage their reps a little bit, but just make sure that they're staying in rhythm, because they do have to go in the next week and play a full game. So I don't think they want to completely just fall out of rhythm. That they've been in, because they have won 6 out of their last 7 and have been playing some pretty good football. So it'll be interesting. Also, one other thing, I feel like Nick Bosa is probably a guy that the 49ers also sit, and he's just a game wrecker in and of himself.
Fred Warner also. And those two might be the biggest guys to help the Rams come out victorious in this game as well.
Yeah. So it has no effect. This game has no effect on the 49ers. I don't think that they'll really put any effort into really winning this game. I think it'll just be, like you said, backup city, making sure their players stay healthy. Whereas the Rams actually do have something to kind of play for. So let's go ahead and wrap this one up here. If you guys have not already, please go ahead and like and subscribe and help Tyler and I reach our goal of getting to 3,000 subscribers. While you're down there, go ahead and leave a comment on who you think is coming out ahead in this matchup. Will it be the Los Angeles Rams, or will it be the San Francisco 49ers? None of that. We'll see you guys next time.